I think that we have to understand that only good comes from God, and God is only good. And I think that it's really important that I show this strength and I display this inner peace so that others can just be amazed at the fact that God has blessed me with the peace that He has. When I first started getting headaches, I thought it was related to stress because midterm season was approaching and I was taking some pretty hard classes. And then it started getting a little bit worse and I started waking up with headaches, and I knew that that was when I needed to get this checked out. I started actually having some seizures, and that's when they were able to do a scan and tell me that there was something in there, and then I went into emergency surgery. The doctors had come in, and all of my family and close friends were in the room when they told me, and they just said, you know, you have brain cancer.
We didn't see this coming. You don't prepare for this. You don't ever expect this to come to your house and knock on your door. And I can just remember immediately hitting my knees and crying out to God and saying, you know, I'd never been angry at the Lord, but I remember at that moment just saying, God, please don't take my daughter. Don't you dare take my daughter.
Clarissa's dad, Roger, is in one of our Connect groups on Sunday mornings, and the Connect group leader actually came up to me after church on a Sunday and said, hey, there's somebody in our group who would like for the staff to pray over him and his daughter. Clarissa sat down in a chair, and we all put our hand on her shoulder, and we just went around in a circle and began praying.
Seth and some of the other pastors rallied around her, and after church in the sanctuary, we laid hands on her and we prayed for her. And it was a very inspirational moment.
We were really just begging God to heal her, and we were begging God to provide for her and her family a peace and love and joy in spite of this super difficult circumstance.
There was sort of this peace that also fell over me because I knew that God was somehow going to use this to glorify Him.
When you're with her, you can sense that she's believing God regardless of the outcome of this situation.
There's so much love and support and encouragement in the church family that, I don't see how anybody goes without it.
A lot of people just say, like, why in the world are you smiling while you're telling me this? And I just sort of tell them, because of my faith, because I know where I'm going after this life is over, and because I know that God is using me for something bigger, and He's good.